With Brazo playing Valorant, I don't know how he has time to donate the money he said he was going to donate. It's almost like people are being too hard on him when he only wants to play Valorant. If you don't know about the Brazo situation, pretty much he milked Technoblade's death and collected all this money, said he was going to donate 3,000. Turns out he only donated 300, it looks like. And then he sat here and promised to the world that he will do it once he gets paid. There's even a screenshot from his Discord saying the exact time that he would donate it. And if you don't know, it's past that date. It is now currently August 29th, probably the day that this is going to be uploaded. And that is a couple days after he gets paid. Now, last week I sat here and I said if he does not end up uploading it during a certain time frame, it probably won't happen. I gave him about a week. You have a week where YouTube is supposed to pay you. And I got paid from YouTube. I got my money from YouTube that I made. I know for sure Brazo got the money he made for it. And he even set this exact date in his Discord server. Probably has said something on YouTube. Whenever he gets paid, he'll do it right away. And he clearly hasn't. Now, has he been getting hate or disliked or criticism for this? Well, he has ever since, and I don't think that will go away with him doing a live stream or a video of him donating the money. But I will say, if he does it, at least he stuck to his word that he would finally do it. But it turns out he hasn't, and the only thing he is doing is sitting here having very inappropriate conversations in his Discord. Not really, like, super inappropriate, but saying words that he probably shouldn't be saying. Keep in mind, this is a 15-year-old, and he doesn't get manipulated at all, besides his parents, who obviously want him to keep making all that money. Now, granted, he's made over $5,000 before, and claims that he's always donating to charity, and that he always will donate to charity, and why question him? He already donated 3,000, quote unquote. That's all sarcasm, because this is how he plays it in his Discord. His Discord, he has the biggest ego. On his YouTube channel, he has the biggest ego. There are even little kids making videos about Brazo and claiming that he's a time traveler because of XYZ. And to him, this is just so big for him. It's so big for him that people in other countries know about his name and everything else. Hopefully Brazo will soon realize that his 15-year-old brain, it doesn't really matter how many people know you. It really just depends on what you are doing and if you're happy on doing what you're doing. And I can't imagine he's happy with all this criticism. Is it possible that he's ignoring it and just playing the best heel ever? For any WWE fans out there who understand what the word heel is, I don't know. Maybe he loves being the villain. Maybe he loves being hated. And this is what he'll do for a very long time. And he'll keep making the money because there'll always be haters that are going back to his videos that end up making him more money because they're watching his videos, watching the ads, commenting, liking or disliking. It doesn't really matter. At least when they're disliked, hopefully the algorithm doesn't put those videos in recommendations, so it ain't like he's gonna gain too much of a newer audience. But he's still trying to talk about mainstream topics and ignore the fact that the whole donation thing means anything. He kind of plays it off in this Discord message like, what donation? What are you talking about? When it's pretty obvious that we're talking about the donation that everyone else is talking about recently. When are you going to do it? He claimed to do it between August 20th and 25th apparently, and he hasn't done it. It's 4 days after the 25th and still no video, and don't expect anything into September because if he hasn't done it already, he's probably not going to do it at all. I had a small little hope. I actually thought a little bit maybe he would do it, but nothing yet and probably nothing ever. Brazo, if you end up seeing this video at all, which by the way, if anyone's in his Discord, feel free to share this video in his Discord. I mean, don't break any of the rules, but get Brazo's attention and let him know that he should probably look at this part of the video. Brazo, if you're listening to me at all, you're a 15-year-old kid, and I sympathize that your parents are probably obviously manipulating you into continuing doing YouTube and making more money, or maybe you're a 15-year-old kid that's just grasping at all this money that you just did not have before, or maybe it's a popularity, maybe it's an ego trip for you. I have no idea. I can totally understand when your ego ends up getting in the way of you creating content. If you want to be a true commentary channel and talk about topics and share your opinion around, I think you just need to be a bit older. I would wait until you're about the age of 18 to start talking about topics. At that point, you'd be a little bit more of an adult, but even then I would wait, finish off your education and finish some more stuff in the real world, maybe going to get a real job, or maybe no job at all as a 15 or 16-year-old because your parents should be providing to you. You shouldn't be providing to your parents, and I would honestly recommend you just stop doing YouTube for a long while, grow up a little bit, and maybe some of your original fans or new people, and maybe people will sit here and say maybe he's grown up a little bit since he was 15 or 16, and maybe he won't milk somebody's death, especially a beloved content creator such as Technoblade. And if you have the $3,000 to donate from your most recent check, I would totally donate it if I were you. Not because everyone is telling you to do it or you promised everyone that you were going to do it. Do it for yourself. You'll have a little bit more closure with yourself knowing that you probably did the right thing with that money and you put that money in a lot better of a spot, and knowing that none of that money, at least that $3,000, you've probably made more than that. At least you've put some of that money away to a good cause and something that other people can use it for better situations, because you're probably in a fine situation where you don't have to worry about money and you can probably give that money away and be fine with it. Overall, you are a 15-year-old kid, and I would expect your parents to be making enough of an income to take care of you and themselves, where you wouldn't need any of this YouTube money that you're making. So yeah, I hope Brazo's watching this, and if you liked this video, I guess like and share, but overall, if you find a charity that you like, just donate to it. Don't have an ego trip where you're gonna say you're gonna donate a certain amount, but then not pull through with it. Don't make promises that you can't keep, and definitely don't come up early saying that you're gonna do something, because later on, you're gonna end up probably having the money or not having the money, and you're gonna have to make a tough decision on explaining why you said you were going to donate the money, or you're gonna lie and just keep the money, because all humans are greedy and we all want more things and money and all that. I understand that, but it's better to be honest up front. And if you can only donate a small amount of money, such as $5, $10, $50, whatever, that's still something, and at least you were honest about it and you were honest with yourself from the get-go, which again, I do think is another piece of advice that Brazo should definitely follow. Be more honest with yourself going forward. And again, I gotta say, this isn't really directed towards Brazo. Like, I'm not trying to send this message to Brazo, but I do gotta say his content's been getting really cringy and very, very far-fetched. His upload schedule is not going 3 videos a day anymore. It's more of like every other day, and it seems like maybe Brazo's getting tired out anyways, and the video topics are getting kind of stale, so I don't expect him to continue doing the same thing without changing. It seems like Brazo can't really stick with something long enough before giving up on it, so I don't know, maybe Brazo will take a break and all of our worries and frustrations will sort of go away when he goes away. I wish another content creator would do something like that.